Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to give a tarot reading. All right, that's enough. Seriously. I went on a ghost tour yesterday, local ghost tour, and one of the girls in my group got us all witch's hat, and it was so fun. Everybody was like beeping their horns at us and stuff because we were in this big group with like 5 witches hats all up in the air, and it was just so appropriate. So that was really fun, and I think Spirit wanted me to do that to remind us to all have fun, especially during like tense times or times when people feel like energy may be scary or, something like that. This feels like fun dissipates the scariness of it, if that makes sense. Okay, so after taking that hat off, I pressed pause because I was going to light a candle. And at this time, I felt very drawn to light a candle in honor of our ancestors, of my ancestors, every time I come in here to connect with spirit. And so I've lit more candles to honor those that have passed. And I had a picture of my mom in this room with me, but I had not put a picture of my aunt who has recently passed. And I just felt this panic like, oh my God, I have to have a picture of her in here. So it's just like I could feel this intense wave of needing to connect with ancestors at this time. And it all makes sense with the energy that is happening right now when it's October going towards Hallows Eve, right? All Hallows Eve. Okay. That was Spirit wanting you to have that little blast of smoke coming at you, almost to like clear your energy, clear the energy around here. You guys, there's just this beautiful energy right now. I can't even explain it, and I know that that is the veil being thin and being able to feel spirit, and I know that can be overwhelming sounding to some people, but all I feel is love. And I think that's what's coming through for the collective is love from your ancestors. Why are you so blind to it then? Okay, so I'm getting shame and denial here of your ancestors and where you come from. Interesting. There's almost like a denial of who you actually are and where you come from. I'm getting that maybe some of you come from a line of witches and you aren't about that for some reason, and so there's like shame around it. I'm also getting that some of you come from a line of like really deceitful people, and you don't feel that way. You're like a cycle breaker, and so you almost have ridden off that part of the family or something like that. I just feel shame around somebody's bloodline or ancestry or denial about it for some reason. So let's dive into that. If that feels resonant for you, then this reading's probably for you. If that doesn't resonate for you, that doesn't mean this reading isn't for you. It's just that's the energy I feel right now. Okay, so this is for people who may feel shame around or embarrassment or just denial about their ancestral bloodline. The devil. Yes, definitely all those things I just mentioned. Um it seems that you came from a line of, this feels like the energy of those that have a line of people that were deceiving or that they didn't consider good. Maybe you consider your dad or mom to be like not a good person, and you're kind of a, like, what did they pass down to me, I don't know. There's just something here that also I'm getting that someone's ancestors and where they come from, you are the cycle breaker. And so they did pass down to you those things that you consider to be something you need to be ashamed of or feel bad about. And really, this is your opportunity to break that cycle. They've passed it down to you because you are the one that can handle being the one to break the cycle. It's actually very honoring that they trust you to do this, okay? That's what I said as I lit my candles for my ancestors. I said, thank you for trusting me to go down this path. Thank you for trusting me to be the one to break cycles. And that's what I feel like this different perspective shift almost of, instead of being like, why am I like this? Why did you do this to me? I feel a gratitude, a thankfulness. Yeah, there needs to be a balance in your emotions dealing with what has been passed down to you. I feel a lot of just I feel a lot of people with like just anger and bitterness and resentment towards the ones that have come before them. Like, why did you keep passing this down? That's what I feel your spirit almost saying to them. Why? But they didn't just pass down what you consider negative things, which is all orchestrated to allow you to break that pattern. But they also pass down strength and courage and self-awareness, self-reflection, clarity, wisdom. They pass down timelines of knowledge to you. And I hear that you need to accept it. The Hermit. Yeah, there's a time of needing to really take a look at what has been passed down to you, what has actually been passed down to you, not just the bad that you consider, but the good. And this will help you realize it's all for a reason. So, because you are on a very high mission to create balance in the world, and part of that comes from your ancestral line. I'm getting here that some of you may have been adopted or orphaned, or you don't know who your real parents are. And so there's this like divide there of not knowing. And so I'm getting from spirit that you don't need to know who your parents were to know what was passed down to you. That there's this time of going inward and really feeling what was passed down to you and knowing that that came from your ancestors. You don't need to know their names. Bob, Susie, John is what I'm getting. Those just like rattled off in my head. Tammy, Teresa. It feels like a Spanish name. I'm getting El Limon, but almost like a name that sounds close to that. Luann, Leon, Elroy, Amma, or something like a A name. Oscar, Eloise, Tommy, Tan something. I don't know. Amelia, Ashley, Arkansas all of a sudden. Alaska, Arizona. Oh, come on. Okay. Wait, more. Oh. Barometer, Barry, Bridget, Basque, Bella Louise, Bella, Ball. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. So, yeah, whatever you got from that. Okay. Sometimes that's just how it comes through, like in chunks. Like in chunks. In chunks. Something about energy coming through in chunks for you to be able to handle. Okay. I'm also getting a right ear sensation. This could be a masculine coming through here. Also, I want to say, guys, that if you are if you are interested, I do give personal readings, and you can purchase that through my Etsy shop. But if you don't have an Etsy account, then you can reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram for a personal reading. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely a masculine. Oof, coming in pretty strong here. It's like but it feels like all talk and no action. Look, Knight of Wands came in reversed here. All talk, no action. So, who is this? What is this masculine coming through? Is it your masculine side? It could be your masculine side that's like, I'm going to do this. I plan to do this. I will do this. And then nothing happens. Okay. So there's this energy of having like the intentions or the wordage of doing it, but not having the feeling or passion behind it. Nine of Wands. It feels like someone's going through the motions or thinking they should do something a certain way. Take shoulds out of it. There's no way you should do something. I should do this. I hear you saying that. What I should do is blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Maybe you should, but that's not what you feel, right? It's not what you feel. So your shoulds and your feelings are not matching up. And this is making you feel exhausted. Look at that tired fella. Your shoulds and your passion is not matching up. And it's causing you to just be drained. Because you don't have it in you. Look. Drain. It's literally upside down draining away. Every time your passion has to fight up against what you should do, it's draining. It's draining away your self-respect, your self-love, your self-appreciation. That was weird. I heard somebody cough, but there was nobody here but me. And it sounded like a human cough, not a dog cough, which I have a dog inside. It could have been a dog cough. I'm going to chalk it up to that. Okay, and the show must go on. 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 Sorry, you guys, I just let it go because they told me to. But that is a scene from Moulin Rouge, so maybe you resonate with that movie. And also just that message, like things must go on. Oh, nice. And things will go on, right? Like, just keep moving. Just keep moving. Okay. What is that reverse? Also, I'm getting like tightness in my chest. Maybe somebody's been working out because it feels like muscle that I'm feeling. Like someone's like muscular chest or something. I think your fantasies have gotten away from you. I feel like you've started to build your life based off of a fantasy. Yeah. Illusion. That's what I'm feeling. You have been clouding your mind with illusions of grandeur and illusions of love that aren't true and illusions of yourself that aren't true and of the people around you. You literally have not accepted the one thing that you've got to accept in order to move forward. The Emperor shows up. There's that masculine energy. This is truth. This is truth. owning who you are, owning your parts. So I am definitely feeling a divine masculine in this reading who has a plan. You have a plan, right? Nothing ever goes according to plan. Give the plan up, okay? The plan is you trying to control how you get what you want. Your plan is what you think the process is supposed to look like. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to give that up. That's the final thing that you've got to realize, is that life is not meant to be planned. There's no planning it. There is having a desire and manifesting that desire, aligning with your desires, aligning with your purpose, aligning with love. This energy, I need to clear it. Someone's got some really macho masculinity going on here. I had to finish my coffee for that one. What is this? I'm getting ego. I'm getting ego button up against somebody's ego. This ego thinks they are hot shit. Holy crap. They think they are hot stuff. And there is nothing wrong with them. And they can do no wrong. And they think their poop don't stink. That it smells like roses. That everything is right with them and everybody else is wrong. Whoa. Whoa, that's some big ego to go up against to try to... Whew. Okay, what advice can we give this masculine? I can't tell if that's an energy that you're around or that's an energy that you're like faced with, or that's an energy inside you. It feels like both. It feels like that you are around that energy as well, and it is mirroring what's inside of you. So we've got the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment here. Give me more, please. Yeah, you're going to get a different perspective soon with the Hanged Man coming out. This is also surrender. This is a card of surrendering to not knowing everything, to not having everything figured out. Here we go. Nothing is figured out here. This is almost like a standstill because you know nothing, Jon Snow. All right? You know nothing. You think you do. Okay, here we go. 10 of Cups. We got the 9 and then the 10. Yeah, as soon as you surrender, all of those desires flow in. All of them. But you have a dam up that is stopping that flow. And it's so thick. Like, it's so thick, I'm like disgusted by it. And I think that's how you feel about yourself. Because you know you're the one in your own way, but your ego won't let you admit that because that is the key. That's the key. I'm getting Aries here. Wow. This is awesome. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, we've got the Fool. After the 10 of Cups here, we've got the Fool, Queen of Swords, and Death, which is amazing because this is indicative of a new beginning on a higher level, one of clarity, truth, presence, authenticity, boundaries, logic, empowerment, cutting of illusions. You have been surrounded by illusions. Surrounded. This was the energy from the very beginning. This is someone I'm tapping in here, you guys, the collective. This is either you or someone you're very close to, but I feel it's you. You've been so blind, but you're waking up. Wake up, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Wake up. I wish I could know the words. But yeah, you are going through a death. And I guarantee you this is the ego death. And oh my God, it is so hard, you guys. I'm just warning you. And that doesn't mean to be scared of it or to run away from it or to be nervous about it. It's a process. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no manual to it. But I feel an ego death coming. And an ego death is one of the hardest things you can go through. It's gut wrenching. It makes you curl into yourself and realize that you, oh, this is heavy. You were the one in your own way the whole time. That it was you that saw things a certain way, that it was you that was paranoid, that it was you that had the fear, that it was you that was on the defense, that it was you that your energy was buttoned up against somebody else's energy. It was your insecurities. It was your trauma. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. So we're going to light some sage here. Not that sage can just clear away all this trauma. It takes more than that. But we are going to cleanse some of this energy out because I'm going to be honest, you guys, I've been through the ego death and it is rough. It is so rough. But I would do it all over again a million times to come out on the other side of it and be clear and see things clear and see things not in an illusory way, to see past illusions, to see past people's trauma, to see past people's defenses and realize that we're all connected. We're all going through the same things and there's no way I can judge you or myself because we're all going through this, okay? So the ego death frees you. And that's what I'm wanting you to focus on is the freedom, because that's what I asked for was freedom. I kept saying, I want the truth. I want freedom. I want the truth. I want freedom. I have the truth. I know the truth. I am wise to the truth. I am surrounded by the truth. Illusions have lifted. I see the truth. And then that's when the process of having the ego death happened. And it is a process. And there is a culmination point where, because what happens is you're dying, but then you're also rebirthing, you're regenerating, you're going through a period of being born again. Christians see this as being baptized. They get cleansed by the holy waters of, whatever. And then you come back up clean and revitalized and everything's been washed away and you get to start anew at this new level of cleansing, right? And this is the same kind of thing. So I feel that you're old, all the things you've been through, all the whole reason you're even self-sabotaging is because of that devil on your shoulder telling you weren't worthy of this life, and you're letting go of that. You're going to flick him off. You're going to flick that devil off saying, okay, I've had enough. Yes, I've been through some shit. I've made some bad choices, but I had to forgive myself and I had to forgive others. And I had to realize that they were all there to reflect to me what I had inside of me. And that is not understood when you're not ready to hear it and understand it. You may hear it and go, okay, well, that asshole over there murdering people is not a reflection of me, right? We say that, but I guarantee you that murderer over there has something in them that is reflecting to you, okay? And you're noticing their actions for a reason. You notice, you perceive people's actions and appearances for a reason. I still find myself judging while I'm out in public. That is a defense mechanism, because if I judge them, then I can come up with something in my head as to why I am better than them, right? That's what judging is. You're making yourself feel superior to them. So there's that ego again popping up. But I was so aware of it when I was out in public that I'm like, this is something I still have to let go of. So I release this need to judge, because all it's doing is butting up against the ego. The ego's going, yes, judge them so you feel better. Yes, you know? Mm-hmm. So this is definitely an ego death. And there will be remnants of it left, but you'll catch on. And you'll go, okay, bye-bye. I don't need you no more. There's no reason to judge anybody because we've all been through it. We're all connected. We've all experienced the same things. Big message there. And actually, I think that is the big message here for the divine masculine and for the just souls out there tuning into this reading. Yeah. Hold on, Spirit. I feel like I need to tune in a little bit. Spirit wants you to go through this ego death with an understanding that it's going to hurt. It's going to create feelings in you that you are going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable. It's just going to be painful and uncomfortable. But then one day you'll wake up and things will be clear. And you'll know the moment you wake up, because it'll feel like brightness and confusion all of a sudden. Like, wait, where am I? Things look different. That person feels different to me. They seem different to me. I don't have the same like nagging thoughts. Like, what's going on, you know? Things shift and change within you so much in an ego death that your life can look totally the same to other people. In fact, they'll be like, I haven't really noticed any changes in you. But really, there's been major changes. And then they will start to see it, because as you change, they change. Because your perception is a reflection of what's inside of you, and vice versa. They're perceiving you, and you are a reflection of what's inside of them. I promise you, as you elevate and grow and are open to knowing more and the truth and breaking illusions, this all makes sense. So this is a timeless reading, and it will show up when you are ready to perceive it. And if you don't resonate with it, you are not ready to perceive it just yet. Okay? And that's okay. That is so okay. It could be planting a seed in you. This could be saying like, hey, you have an ego death coming up. Just warning you, just preparing you that these are some of the things you may experience. It's loud, it's confusing, it's soul breaking, it's gut wrenching, it's painfully beautiful. Okay? All right, guys, I'm sending so much love to you. I love you so much. And I truly, truly, truly am here with you while you go through this intense time in your life. And just know that you will come out of it on the other side, because once it's initiated, there's no going back. You will come out of it. I promise you. Okay? I love you so much. And yeah, bye.